Hey, this is Will from Paxis Trading. As you may know, I run a Discord trading room as well as a newsletter service. Quite often I get members that are super green or have been losing money like forever. A lot of these new members in my trading room ask me all the time, Well, I want to start making money in stocks. What should I focus on first? Well, here's the video that answers your question. This is the ultimate concept that really transformed my trading many years ago. Since I fully practiced this concept, I went from this green MBA who only had textbook knowledge and hopium to a top trader that consistently hit 75 to 85% win rate month after month. The concept I'm sharing with you today is trading based on R&R. Before we start, don't forget to hit like and subscribe so that I can guide you through your journey to become a top trader. Let's say you are a king in one of the 7 kingdoms. You just don't like your neighboring king because he got funky hair or horrible jokes. Whatever it is, you just don't like him. You want to take him out and take over his castle as yours. Now, as a smart leader, you're going to think about how many men it's going to take over his castle. If you may lose 1/10 of your army, you might think it's a good deal because you could get a kingdom that has enough gold to double the size of your army. But what if it would take your entire army? Is this still a good deal? Of course not. You lose your entire army. Yeah, you might be able to buy a new one from the Golden Company. But how do you know they're any better than what you currently have? You are thinking through this because you know there is a risk to doing anything, with or without a reward. That brings in R&R, which stands for risk and reward. In trading, the risk and reward ratio, most of the time I call it the R&R ratio, or just R&R, is a measure that compares the potential profit of a trade to its potential loss. It's calculated by dividing the difference between the entry point of a trade and the stop loss point. We call it the risk, by the difference between your profit target and the entrance point. We call it the reward. It's pretty complicated, but I can make it simple by using an example. Here's an example of how to calculate R&R. This is also a real lotto trade we did in my trading room, hence the size is smaller. So every Friday we do lottos, and because of the 0 DTE contract, we do small size. So it's gonna be hero or zero. I was looking to short AMD if it gets rejected around 66. Why 66? You need to go back to my support and resistance video so you can identify entry points yourself. My stop loss is around 66.60. So my risk is 60 cents. My target is around 63. So my potential reward is 66 minus 63, $3. My R&R here is 60 cents to $3, which is 1 to 5, meaning I'm risking $1 to make a $5 profit. My profit percentage is 400%. Will any smart business mind say no to this? No, it's a freaking no-brainer, right? We shorted AMD through the 66 put option, and it ended up hitting a bit over 100%. Then we rolled down, and that ended up hitting over 100% as well. One of the most annoying questions I get when I'm guiding a group of people to trade is, I missed the entry by a lot, but can I still get in the trade? R&R is a dynamic ratio, which means it does not stay the same regardless of the stock movement. The 1 to 5 R&R is valid only if you enter right around 66. What happens if you enter at 64? Let's do the math again. Just because you entered at 64, the proper stop loss does not change. It's still 66.60. That's the trade structure. It has to be that way. And I can talk about it more in a different video. Your risk now is 66.60 minus 64, and that is $2.60. Your reward is 64 minus 63, and that is $1. So you are risking $2.60 to make $1 profit. Your risk, if you were to get in this trade at 64, is over 2.5 times of your potential reward. It does not make any sense at all. The only reason you would get in is that you're really high on hopium. What would be a good R&R? In general, I tend to go for at least 1 to 3, but I much prefer 1 to 5 and up. You may wonder, the concept of R&R can't be used to analyze stock. How could it transform my trading? How did it turn me into a trading machine with over 80% win rate consistently? Because it gives me discipline. And discipline is what sets traders apart. You can be the best at technical analysis or fundamental analysis. You're never going to be successful without discipline. Trust me, you will see immediate results if you implement R&R. You will no longer take low quality trade, and more importantly, you will never FOMO again. You may not know, but FOMO is the number 2 reason why traders fail. Before you get into a trade, always calculate your R&R. You should never get into something where your risk is greater than your potential reward. Be selective so you can be successful. If you like this type of content, please do hit like and subscribe. I also post short videos during and post market to keep you up to date on stock movements. What was your worst and best trade this week? Leave a comment below. I would love to hear from you. Have a great weekend. See you next time.